Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Olin here, aka The Nord, and for this video we've got another Gunsmith Arms Day reset to cover. Just like the last couple weeks, I'll be discussing the test weapons for the week, the venues I used to complete said weapons, and we will also take a look at the guns that can be requisitioned for next Arms Day. Jumping right into the test weapons from left to right, we've got the Suros auto rifle that needs us to land precision kills, the Hake hand cannon which needs us to score in the Crucible, the Omelon hand cannon which is looking for precision shots in general, the Suros pulse rifle which needs hive kills, and lastly the Hake sniper which is looking for us to land double kills in general. Now just running through the guns we can pick up for next week from left to right, we've got the Hake Zarinya auto rifle, the Omelon 210 scout rifle, Omelon JLB rocket launcher, the Hake strongbow shotgun, and lastly the Hake Ruao D sniper. I probably completely butchered the names on the majority of those, but I'm really sorry, guys. Now going back and looking at our test weapons for the week, this should really be one of the quickest weeks for our tests, as well as for our update video in general, as we're going to be able to knock out 4 of our 5 weapons with one single venue, and then we'll slide into basically a dealer's choice sort of scenario in the Crucible to complete our lone straggler, that Hake hand cannon. For our one and only PvE venue for this week, we're going to be headed to a place on the moon that you guys have probably used before. You guys probably already know it. It was a pretty popular venue for powering through Eris bounties and quests when the Dark Below first dropped, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed headed back to the first mission on the moon, the Dark Beyond. Now, to be fair, this venue does take a couple minutes to set up, as you need to push through the actual mission itself to the temple where you find the Guardian Dead outside, as well as skip through the cutscene before the minion waves actually begin. But truly, it's not that much of a hassle, and you could be working on one of your precision shotguns as you're making your way to there, and once you get there, it is going to pay off dividends for the rest of our guns. Once you've gotten through that cutscene where you scan the Guardian and the hive begin to stream out of the temple, then you are good to go. All you need to do is take a little bit of time with your aim with your precision shot weapons and just start punching your way through. Now, I wasn't 100% sure on how the checkpoint worked in this place, so what I was doing is I was leaving the Knight and a few of his acolytes alive, and a few of the Thralls sometimes as well, and I would just continue to slay the extras as long as they were spawning. Once you're pretty confident the spawning has ceased, all you have to do is let yourself get murked by the remaining enemies. You will respawn at the beginning of the hive wave again, and just rinse and repeat till your first 4 weapons are finished. I would say that as long as your shot is decent with the precision rifles, this should take you 1 wave set per gun, meaning you'll be looking at dying roughly 4 times before having the weapons complete. While this definitely sounds on paper as inconvenient and a tad bit time consuming with the deaths, each wave shouldn't take you more than 3 or 4 minutes to primarily clear, and the respawn timer puts you back in the action with the quicks. The one thing I do want to mention is, for some reason, if you slay too much and it moves you to the found ghost in the temple checkpoint, then just don't waste your time with dying. You just have to go back to orbit and come back, and that will spawn you right there before you scan the Guardian. You'll just have to kind of skip your way through the cutscene again, and then you'll be good to go again. Really easy way to knock out your 4 weapons without having to distribute or worry too much about long respawn timers in between minion waves. So I definitely suggest checking this one out, guys. For those of you who've already used it, maybe I kind of explained it wrong, you can go ahead and correct me in the comments, but I definitely found this to be the easiest way to knock out all 4 weapons this week. Now, as for the Hake hand cannon, like I kind of mentioned earlier, it really just needs to be your preference with how you play Crucible. Some people feel better in Rumble, some prefer the flag focus of Control, some feel more comfortable playing Rift, etc. For me, I chose Control since it was what I was most comfortable with. The weapon actually gains progress outside of just kills. It actually gains with assists as well. I'm not sure if it gains with flag caps and Rift ignites as well. I didn't really test that. But that's another reason why I kind of liked Controls, because I was kind of able to just run into a flag guns blazing with my teammates, and it would actually prove pretty beneficial for me as long as I could land a couple shots and they were able to clean up. Then I was pumping out points. Now I will say that this little guy was definitely a pain in the ass to get going with. Only 5 bullets in mag, extreme kick, and even the final round perk didn't feel as if it did much. I spent the majority of this game being relatively unremarkable, as you guys could tell by the gameplay, but even playing how I was, through kills and assists, I was able to knock this test out close to halfway through the game, maybe 3/4 the way through my first game, so it won't be too big of a deal, guys. It's not fun, but should be able to get it done within your first game or so. So there you go, guys. Now we got all of our test weapons knocked out, and we can go ahead and focus on what we want to pick up for next week. Like I said, guys, really easy week this week, condensed and to the point, which gives us more time to prioritize grinding Iron Banner in preparation for trials, so there's that. Now, as for the requisitionable weapons for this week, the two I'm planning on picking up for sure are the Strongbow Shotgun and the 2-1L Scout Rifle. There's actually a video here on the Destiny Tracker channel that was put up recently that covers the 2-1L and does a brief overview, and I would definitely suggest checking that out to get a good feel for what the gun looks like, because I'll say from what I saw in the video, it's looking pretty solid and I'm really feeling its potential. And I'm not really a Scout Rifle kind of guy, but it was looking really good, so that's why I kind of want to pick that up. And then the Strongbow Shotgun, because I really need like a consistent shotgun. And the rest of the guns, I mean, the only thing I could consider picking up would be the like JBL rocket, but I just picked up the Suros rocket last week, so I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. But guys, don't forget that if you want to do more research on any of these stats and possible perks for any of these Gunsmith weapons, the link to the Destiny Tracker database for all that will be in the description. Also, I'm becoming a broken record by saying this, but if you need some extra Gunsmith rep, you can always slug through the tedious weekly Crucible quest chain until you get to the Weapon Master segment. Once you complete that segment, you'll be awarded a 500-point rep boost, blah, 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 blah. Ton of work to get, but, you know, I just want to make sure everyone has that memo and knows that it's something that they can do. Anyways, I hope this video was helpful, guys. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if it was. Best of luck in trials this weekend to all you PvPers, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.